Now, listen, you guys, it seems like when the entire internet is in shambles over this, stalker issue, Nicki is out there actually having a laugh. She's back at her chucky memes again. Now, we're also going to be talking about Akbar V speaking up about the entire situation, as well as like the internet literally clocking the stalker. Nicki's lawyer also spoke up, and we're going to be talking about Victoria Monet and Sabrina Carpenter. We're also going to be talking about Rosie. You guys remember Rosie from the Ellen Show, the one that had Sophia Grace as a cousin. And Jada is out there still trying to convince us that nothing happened between her and Kodak Black. Miss Red is out there letting us know about her migraines and stuff. Now, these are some of the things that we will be discussing in this video. Hello, tea lovers, and welcome to the tea plug. I trust you guys are doing well, and I trust you are doing great. Personally, I am doing great, you guys. I am doing extremely amazing. And without further ado, let us dive straight into today's tea. So first of all, let us start with Nicki Minaj's lawyer. It seems like he's finally speaking up after the allegations of a lawsuit came out, and the man seems to not be shaken. This is what he allegedly told TMZ. Mr. Peak has been harassing Nicki on social media for years on end to no avail. He has now graduated to seeking to shake it down financially with manifestly false allegations and legally frivolous claims. He will regret having gone down this disreputable road when he is forced to pay her legal fees as required by California law. Now, it seems like Nicki Minaj's legal team obviously have this under control, and the amount of evidence, like I was saying, that is out there on the internet about this man constantly, being inappropriate when it comes to Nicki Minaj, and the obsession, like it's well documented on Twitter there. Now, what I will say is that I really don't think that him filing this lawsuit is him. He actually did expect to win the lawsuit or anything like that. I feel like the agenda, if anything, is to just have Nicki Minaj's name attached to this, because now you have platforms like the Shade Room reporting that this boy is actually 15. Now, you cannot convince me that they still have that thing up as I'm recording right now, and it literally says that the boy is 15. And we all know that that's not true. So you can actually see that they are trying again to just crucify Nicki Minaj in the, court of, public opinion and things like that. They're not even, I don't think they want to win the lawsuit. If anything, it's just about tarnishing a name and attaching a name to some drama. They did this when Nicki Minaj announced that Pink Friday 2 was coming. And just as soon as Nicki Minaj comes out here announcing that there's going to be a deluxe version of the album, this is when this is coming out. And I've seen a lot of Barbz actually regretting on Twitter, saying that they now regret the fact that they were thinking that Nicki Minaj is being paranoid about the paid more situation. But then how do you explain this? And how this lawsuit is going to go on is also going to show us if there are people behind this. Because like the lawyer said, at some point, if he doesn't win the lawsuit, he will be obliged to pay, the lawyer fees and stuff like that. Now, we'll see if he does manage to pay off all of that. Now, we begin to question, where is he getting all that money? And one of you actually brought up a very important question in the comments here, saying that, well, this boy is always at Beyonce's concerts, is always at Nicki Minaj's concerts, but when you look at him, where does he get all this money? Where is he getting the funds to actually go to these, shows? I mean, everybody was complaining about how expensive Renaissance was, but well, he was to multiple of those shows. So now people are saying there has to be a force behind him that is able to fund all of these things, that he attends and stuff like that. And you guys remember when Nicki was out there saying, imagine pretending to be a fan for a long time and waiting for an okay for people to say, now you go off, now you do this. Because, yeah, something about this entire thing is very fishy. But then something about how Nicki Minaj and the team are handling this makes me believe that they saw this coming, and they knew for a long time that this person was probably going to do something silly like this and stuff like that. Now, it seems like a lot of other Barbz are involved there. I don't know in as far as that, Barb Twitter, for me, it gets a little bit too much, but several other Barbz were being accused of being in cohorts with this, actually, with this boy to do this, to tarnish Nicki Minaj's image. But whatever the case is, I do know that, well, we know how the story ends, really. Nicki is always going to come out on top of this. Still speaking about the same situation, Akbar V decided to get into this entire thing as well, because Amon Wiggins asked and said, "Wait, is that Tamir guy the same one who pretended to be someone from Nicki's team that tried to get Akbar caught up?" And Akbar said, "This is the same boy. I have messages, I have emails. They was calling and texting me." From he's very sick and is very sad. He kept calling my phone saying Nicki's team and Nicki in the studio dissing me now. He went on to lie and say that he was with Nicki and Nicki don't like me, etc. I called Big BS and I called Pedro and they knew nothing about it. He's very sick and disgusting. And she went on further to say, I will be going to court and telling the judge how he did this mess. And now he acts like he was Nicki's team. So Nicki Minaj, give me the court date. He texts me several times. Also, I have the messages and calls. Okay, so it seems like Akbar is not playing with this entire situation. You guys remember that at the time when Akbar V was talking about when it was revealed that Akbar V was being pranked by somebody, by a bab, and they were pretending to be from Nicki Minaj's team. Okay, and about the entire Make Mill situation. So she also posted that as well. But as usual, you know, those blogs of yours that be weird, they just decided to take the part where Akbar V was out there defending Nicki Minaj, and they decided to, you know, not even talk about the fact that this boy actually did text Akbar pretending to be on Nicki Minaj's team. So Akbar was not feeling it, okay? And so she said, when a blog posts me, make sure y'all post all of my tweets. Y'all blogs know what y'all be doing. Y'all only post half part of the tweets so folks could drag me. That's so crazy. Why didn't y'all post Amon Wiggins space or the tweets that Mobs World text messages to back up my story? And then she also said, that's why folks be looking at me crazy now, because your blogs posts have what a person say for clickbait. Not knowing damn well I showed the proof when the boy was playing on the phone, lying like he works for Nicki Minaj's team. Now, some of these Akbar tweets I can't read, you guys, because sometimes I don't even understand where they're coming from and where they're going. But in summary, Akbar V is not messing with these blogs and how they are trying to spin the narrative and make it seem like Akbar is just out there defending Nicki Minaj for no reason. Now, that being said, you would expect Nicki Minaj to be out there trembling and shaking about this entire thing. But guess what this girl is doing? She's out there posting a station and link with a meme of Chucky. Chucky laughing on some binoculars, or I don't know, is it a camera? And I'm just like, Nicki, can you be serious for once? People are losing it on the internet, and here you are with Chucky memes and laughing memes. Like, what is this? But honestly, you guys, I don't blame her, because what is she supposed to do? This is hilarious. This is pathetic. And I mean, if there is any label, if there is any big person who's behind this, that is just so pathetic. And that's why forever I will write for Nicki Minaj. Like, you guys can come in here and accuse me of being part of a crowd. I really don't care. But it's the thing is, when people do things like this to sabotage one woman, one tiny little woman, like, if you guys should see her height. And you guys like, oh well, Nicki does too much. We would, if you love her, you would tell her the truth. Half of you cannot even handle a quarter of things that are being done to this woman. Like, you can't. But of course, it's easy to come on here and be an edgy bab. Oh, I'm so objective. Oh, I'm so this. You want her to act like certain people, but those certain people have got industry protection that she doesn't have. That's what people don't understand. You want her to act like Beyonce, but Beyonce is well protected by the industry and her husband. And here Nicki Minaj is just by herself. Pacific is coming from that angle, and Fraudulent Nation is coming from that angle. And some of the people that she trusted the most, the Barbz, are out there doing weird stuff like this. And you guys call her paranoid. You guys say, oh my God, she has to be the problem. You would be the problem too if every arrow was directed at you. But anyway, let me stop ranting. I do agree that, you know, at the past 9 minutes have probably been a rant, but it is what it is. We move. So let's move on to the next thing that we are going to be talking about. We're going to talk about Cousin Sloth. Now, the last time that I spoke about Cousin Sloth, I was talking about, you know, how people were crucifying her for the use of the word, you know, the Rita, you know, word. And I was telling you, I didn't know that it was actually a slur word. It seems like she has decided to listen to fans, and she has changed the lyrics to her song. And yeah, I was just like, you know what, Cousin Sloth handles things in a way that I actually admire, when it comes to things like this. Okay, she did not go on a rant, she did not go out there cussing her fans or people, didn't even address it. All she did, changed the lyric, moved on, released a song, and if she keeps on being this unproblematic, her career will literally go very far. Like, that's one thing I've noticed about Cousin Sloth. I hope the industry is not going to change her, because the industry is a very, very weird place. But so far, she has been very smart with her moves in as far as the music is concerned, in as far as being politically correct is concerned. So yeah, let me know in the comment section what you think about the way that Cousin Sloth handled this entire criticism that she faced. And the next thing that we're going to be talking about, Victoria Monet. So it seems like everybody else, she's also happy for Sabrina Carpenter because of how well her album is doing. And so she decided to send some flowers, and Sabrina posted those flowers on her Instagram story and said, "At Victoria Monet, you angel, thank you." Okay. And so Pop Base did report on it, and the comments that I saw there, I was like, you guys, is everything okay at home? It seems like people started saying that, well, since the time that she got posted by Beyonce, now she thinks she's Beyonce. Why is she sending people flowers? And I'm like, since when did sending people flowers become exclusive to Beyonce? Like, you guys stop it. I mean, did we not see Bongo 2 sending flowers as well? To Cousin Sloth? So it seems like it's a fraudulent nation thing. I don't know, man. It's a thing that people do that are loved by Beyonce. Beyonce doesn't play about Bongo 2, and Beyonce doesn't play about Victoria Monet. So I guess they are now inspired also by their idol. Let me know, you guys, in the comment section what you think about that. Now, the next thing that we're going to be talking about, we are going to be talking about Paprika Spice. Okay, she posted a picture and said something like, "I don't give an F," and somehow people started talking about her weight again. And I do feel like a caption that was basically here addressing people to say that I don't care about what you say about my weight, I'm confident where I am. And people still did not stop coming for this girl, and some went even as far as bringing in Riot in this conversation, as some were observing that he also is losing his weight. People were like, okay, what's happening with the two of them? Are they together on the OZ and stuff like that? And I'm like, allow the girl to breathe, okay? Please leave her alone, let her be. Anyway, speaking about people who go together, let's talk about Lil Yachty and this Karrahbooo girl of his. It seems like they are going back and forth. So Kara said, "I will never forget this feeling, this chapter of my life. I will never be the same. I will never forget who wasn't there for me. I done chomp people out, spend my last slept folks for ninjas. I ride every time naturally, but that's just how I am. Nobody owe me stuff. To be honest, I'm taking a mental knot. I can't even look at most people the same way. To know the truth and watch a grown man with 12 million followers overly lie on my name and publicly bully me for literally no reason at all, while I silently been conquering all the ish ninjas been throwing at me the whole time behind closed doors. I will never ignore the signs again, and I will never stop no matter how much they dislike me." Okay, so Karrahbooo is that girl from Lil Yachty's crew, and it seems like she is now speaking up after he came forward and said that she was a mean girl and things like that. Lil Yachty himself said that, well, do not throw rocks and hide your hands, to which she also responded and said, "I never threw rocks, and you have my number, you big grown bee, leave me alone, literally. I never said nothing about Ish, and still ain't said nothing about what's really going on. I don't want no beef with you industry people, just move on with your life. Stop trying to bring me down when I stay out of the way. I'm done talking. You got it in your character, your character gonna speak for itself." Okay, so yeah, this is one messy situation, but I did see a lot of people are swayed in this girl's favor. A lot of people really are looking at him as the one who is to blame with this entire situation. Now, the next thing that we're going to be talking about, I forgot to tell you guys that We Love You Nicki is actually trending on Twitter right now. So I'm just like, if this entire thing was to get Nicki Minaj mixed up in nonsense, imagine now you're making a name trend with We Love You Nicki. I saw that trend and I was like, oh God. a lot of people really are beginning to wake up. And I did see even Barbz saying that now we see what she's talking about. She's not paranoid. People now do understand that they can't be paid moles in a fan base. So the next thing that we're going to be talking about, Jada Wader. Now Jada, with her, it seems like for the past couple of days she's been trying to convince us that she did not lay down with Kodak Black. There is a photo that was circulating on the internet of Jada together with Kodak Black, and people are like, oh wow, she used to date him and things like that. And it seems like she's doing all she can to debunk that rumor. She wants no parts or no association with the man. So she's been trying to explain a side of the story. I mean, she explained it on her Instagram story, and it seems like she even still went further to do a little video explaining that, well, she never laid down with the man Kodak. So let me know in the comment section, you guys, what you think about that. Do you think that that was an innocent picture, or do you think that Jada is probably just now embarrassed to know that she in the past was messing with Kodak? Let me know in the comment section what you think about that. Now, the next thing that we are going to be talking about, you will remember Sophie and Rosie from the Ellen show, Sophia Grace and Rosie. It seems like Rosie is out there talking about how Nicki Minaj told her to stay in school and how it assisted her even in a moment where she felt like she had put in the work, other people were going forward, and she seemed not to be, and just the impact that Nicki's words had on her life. I will try and insert that a snippet of what she had to say. Hopefully I'll be able to without any copyright issues. And you guys let me know what you think about that. Personally, this is why I even love the woman more. She is so real, and she's intelligent enough to actually know who she's talking to, because at that time Rosie was just but a kid, and that was the age appropriate advice for Nicki Minaj to give out there. So let me insert that, and then I'll catch you afterwards.
Stay in school, I did. Nicki Minaj told us to stay in school, I did.
I just want you to stay in school, the both of you. Music is beautiful, but I want you to stay in school, okay? Put your books first.
I have been in school for 5 years working on maths, which I hate, and it's all for me to get 8 marks off of actually passing. I was predicted a 4, I got a 3. My whole entire friendship group passed, and I had to go to a party that night where they were all getting into their sixth forms, their college, and I had failed. So it's just be around your friends. Even if you don't pass or you don't get the result that you wanted or needed, there's always other routes and options. I had to choose a different college to go to because I didn't get the right grades, and life always sorts itself out.
Well, there you heard Rosie. Now, the next thing that we're going to be talking about, Miss Red is out there letting us know about her wig almost falling off her head and her migraines and things like that. And migraines can be something that's really difficult. I really wonder, as an entertainer, how do these people handle the migraines? Because honestly, when that thing hits you, like personally, I won't even be able to look at my phone and my computer or anything work related. So I wonder how these guys do this. I can't imagine that loud noise from the speakers and stuff, and you have a migraine. It has to be hectic. But that being said, thank you very much, you guys, for watching, and thank you very much for making it this far. If you have not already, what are you waiting for? Smash that subscribe button and do turn on the notification bell so that you will be notified each and every time that I post. I post each and every single day, and I keep you updated on what's happening in the celebrity world on Instagram, on Twitter, and about all things trending. Until my next one, see you.
Figure out why you getting these headaches.
I think I need to go to the doctor.
It be a thing, like people be.
I think it's something wrong. I think it's something wrong because I suffer from migraines for real.
You
like
gotta take vitamins and stuff.
Bro, my head always hurting, and people. I be asking people, I was like, your head don't hurt right now? They be like, no, like we'll be having fun.
Mine was when I was close to that speaker.
I get migraines bad. Mama, say hi to my live. You look cute. Do you look cute on that? It's 11.
Let me see that live.
Heck no, because you got my baby.
And just because you talking in all caps, you still not finna get answered. Thank you. Next question, Tamika.
I don't know why Houston canceled. All right, so y'all want me to tell y'all the truth? I'm going to tell y'all the truth. I'm going to give y'all the rundown since y'all my peoples. And I ain't said nothing. The tour, some of the dates is canceled because I ain't going to say it on her.
I don't want you talking. Please.
You don't want me to say nothing?
I don't want you to talk. Period.
I'm getting in trouble.
Say some shit you want. No, thank you.
I got stuff to do, y'all, so I had to like. How many red wigs do I have? How many red wigs do I have? 1 million. I ain't gonna lie on my kids.